Okay, welcome to our series of interviews here with the guys at the club for the MGA. This is This is interview number 2, and today we got our head golf professional, Matt Carroll. So and we also got Mark Sierra here. So
thanks for joining us, Matt.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
So let's, I guess, get this started. We got some new. Since been some shuffling in the golf shop, and tell us about the new guys you brought in, and they're all good guys.
Yeah, great.
Nice guys.
We had Natalia Askway, who was at the club. Everybody probably knows her. She had recently left here. It's probably been about 2 months. She went back down to Mexico. Talked to her a few times, and she's doing great down there. She's gotten involved in some junior golf down there. Pretty neat. She sent me a little video via text of her down there doing her junior camp down there. So it was pretty neat to see her involved down there. I know she's got a pretty good love for the game and being here at Flagler, going to Flagler. So it was great. So, but yes, seen some new faces in there. Rob Taylor is our new tournament director here at the club. He comes to us from Orange Park. Rob's been here for probably about 4 months now, I believe, and doing a great job getting acclimated to the Palencia way. And has really stepped in and done a tremendous job helping out the golf shop and getting things organized for us. So it's been wonderful to have him. And I'm sure you've had some interaction, Ms. Sierra. I know you've had some interaction with him as well, being MGA. David Leiniger has been with us here for about 3 months now. David came to us from Pablo Creek. And he was also at Jack's Beach for a little while, and he was the head pro down at St. John's Golf and Country Club back in, I think, in late 2000s, 07, 08. So Dave comes with a great wealth of knowledge. And Dave has primarily taken a role of working in the golf shop and getting more involved in some of the merchandising in there as well. So eventually he's going to kind of take that over on more of a full-time role. He's been involved pretty heavily with the last 2 fitting days we had here, both with Titleist and TaylorMade, so huge help with getting things going. Then we got Dan Bush, who's been on staff with us for a little while here.
Now he's initially he said he was temporary, but he's on your staff.
Dan is yes, he is here as on a part-time basis right now. He was working outside for us for a little bit. Dan has his own business as well, so he's available to us 2-3 days a week. Been taking care of the Wednesday night scrambles. Is probably been pretty much you've seen a lot of him, I'm sure, playing in that.
Yes,
Yeah. But he's done a great job. I know he's been getting the points out and doing the formats and staying late with you guys and hanging out and getting all the scoring done. So he's been a tremendous help. But Dan came from Marsh Creek. He spent, I think maybe 8, 9, 10 years down there with Kerry Splain. So great wealth of knowledge. Really happy with the staff, and hope you guys are as well. They've been doing a great job. We've got some good flow going now, so it's been fantastic. So
excellent.
No, it's been good. And then obviously the club championship
2 weeks
is
away?
great. Yeah,
Coming
it's coming up quick.
Yeah.
So we
Are you playing?
No, I don't think
You're
so.
not gonna play?
No, I'm not going to play.
I know Miss Sierra said that, but I don't know if you're going to.
Yeah, no.
He's got good reasons, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. So I guess there was a survey that the golf shop did and conducted a couple months ago. Can you take us through the new format changes and what everybody was saying about on the survey?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we did. We compiled some questions based upon some feedback we've gotten throughout the year. Talked to the MGA as well. Whether or not we wanted to kind of go to an all-gross format, get rid of the net. And the majority of the responses that we received from everybody wanted to go into, to more of a gross type format. Probably 60-70% of the responses that we got were pretty heavily towards a gross format. So hence the changes we made this year going to that type of format. The green tee or the overall championship flight's still going to be what it was with the gross format. The black tee or the competition division, which last year was net only, is now going to be gross. And then the senior division will be gross as well. So basically what we did is we're going to take, everybody's going to be kind of playing their Saturday round in your respective division if you're in the championship, competition, or senior tee flight. And based upon Saturday's score, we will then set the flights from that portion. So everybody kind of within their flight or their division has a chance, basically off the jump, to be the respective champion in their particular division, say. So kind of a different type format we went with. Really excited about it actually to kind of see how it shakes out. It's something new here. I know there's been a little bit of apprehension from some of the guys whether or not they want to play in it, but I think it's going to work great. I think the feedback that we've gotten from a lot of the guys has been wanting to go towards this gross format, and I think the club championship should be structured that way, in my opinion, and based upon the feedback from the membership as well.
So let's just review the flight just one more time. So we got 17 seniors already signed up. So assuming we have 25 or 30 that are signed up for the next couple of weeks here. So the first day, they all just how are you going to fly them the first day? Any order or anything, or just go out and?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, everybody's going to be just day one. You're just going to go out, tee it up, and play. Count your strokes up, and then we're going to flight off that. So let's just say that we had 30 people in a senior. Ideally, that we'd want to have 10 players in each flight if it went A, B, and C. It might not work out as clean based upon the scores. We might have, a couple, 85s, 86s. You might have, 8, 12, and, whatever the mix is.
So you're not married to the size of the flight. If you have scores that you need to keep together, 85s, you may push them up or down.
Yeah, we're going to have to look at it that way. Exactly.
Okay.
It's great point. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of see where the scores are. Obviously, we want to try to keep a flight to where it has, a sizable amount of people in it to keep it kind of competitive within there. We wouldn't want to kind of go to this format and have 4 people in that A flight. The spread might be could be potentially a little bit bigger, but it could have been that way if we had kind of flighted it based upon indexes as well. It's just kind of based upon your gross score. Go out there, tee it up, play golf, and kind of see where you fall. So it kind of gives everybody a chance, an opportunity. You might have some of the guys that might not think they have a chance. They might play great on day one. They might find themselves in a little bit better situation than they thought they might be. You might have a low handicap play bad. He might unfortunately get dropped back. So it's kind of that give and take there to kind of get everybody playing a little golf and counting them all up and seeing where they fall.
Right. Okay.
I guess to that point, if you were a low handicapper and you fell back and you ended up being the second flight. You're in the second flight.
You're in the second flight. Yeah, you're in the second flight. You're in the second flight, and we did put the day money in there for day 2. So if somebody did perhaps play bad, you still got a chance to kind of step up and kind of win some day money as well. Just to kind of also we wanted to kind of put that in there to kind of keep the interest going too. We didn't want to have somebody that did have a bad round and say, oh, I'm out of it, and kind of give it the full effort. So that's kind of why we put that day money in there day 2. So, but yeah, you could have that scenario. Hopefully that wouldn't happen, but it potentially could.
So just to give a little plug for those who might be on the fence, this with the flights, the idea here is you're going to be rewarded with day money, as you said on day 2 if you win your flight, and the MGA points. This is the highest rated or highest point score you'll get for participating. I think it's 80 points out of 520. And then, of course, we're also rewarding flight winners with points as well. So if you're on the fence, again, winning your flight matters if you get in this tournament in terms of your points towards your MGA championship.
Yeah, that's great. Absolutely, yeah. And hopefully everybody will kind of take a look at it, embrace the new change. I know it's a little bit different format than we've done. So, we're going to see how it goes. If we need to make modifications, next year we will. But we're going to kind of see how this goes and kind of making the switch to the all gross format and seeing where we're at. So yeah.
The next thing here we want to talk about is, I guess I wish I would have had one of these. It's been quite a while. Is the hole-in-one, because we had a couple of them last month, and I understand that insurance policy has changed. The $10 insurance policy has changed. So why don't you?
Did you ever have a hole-in-one on tour?
Yes, on the web.com. Yes.
You get a car for that one or anything? Or?
No.
Cash prize?
It's just like a couple birdies.
Oh.
You
get stuck in the bar. Did you get stuck in the bar with everybody?
No.
Okay.
Not me.
All right. But yes, we are doing a little bit of a change to the hole-in-one insurance policy. As it stands right now, it's been paid out in golf shop credits. I think right now we have 105 or 107 members in there currently. So pretty good pot in there right now. So what we're going to do is, if someone does get a hole-in-one, and it happens to be on a Saturday morning or on a Wednesday game or something, they get several people down there. Whatever the bar tab is, whatever gets charged to your bill, will then get pulled off with the golf shop credit, the clubhouse credits is basically what's going to get. So if your bill ran up to $400, we would then apply $400 of the monies that's in the hole-in-one credits to that. the balance from there would then go on to your golf shop credit. So if there was $1,000 in there, you had a $400 bill in there, that 400 would get credited. You get 600 on your golf shop credit book. So good way to kind of cover that up and get that. Mike Monahan and I talked about that, and I feel it's a good change as well. I understand it can.
Well, if I'm not in it, we need to change that, because it's been a while. So
well, you're in.
Hopefully
okay. We'll make sure we get
I'm due.
You're good. We'll take care of that today for you.
So.
You might have one tomorrow when you play.
Yeah,
who
knows? Yeah.
And I guess if you're
Never
not sure
know.
if you're bought into the program,
right?
Check with you.
Right. Yeah.
Check
If you're not sure, let us know. If you want to get in, let us know as well. We can certainly put you in there.
Every time it's all in one, you get a $10 charge, right? Isn't that
correct.
How it works?
Correct. Yes. And I think we recently had one here a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Mark Brass, I know had one. And Tom Ward did have one as well. Yeah. So good change there. That change is going to take effect in 2020. So January 1, 2020 is when that's going to take in effect, is what we discussed. So. That's when it's coming up. So
next one here on the list is the member guest, and I look forward to playing it. I've actually never played in one through my.
Are you playing this year?
Life. Yeah, nice. I want to absolutely.
All right, we'll sign you up. You're first on the list.
Yeah, perfect.
Who's your partner? Who are you bringing this year?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. We'll have to.
Yeah.
You're bringing somebody from the tour, are you?
Some other. No. Okay. We're talking about, I guess, changing dates in one of the other meetings that we had, and what has come about with that, and what was the reason for it?
Right. Traditionally, the member guest here has been in April, the last week of April, and we decided to move it back to mid-May right now. Right now, it's 14, 15, and 16, May 2020 is when the Leaning Tree is going to be played. Reason being is we wanted to give the golf course a little more time into the spring to kind of transition out. As everybody knows, we haven't been overseeding here the last couple years, which has kind of helped our transition a little bit. But David's been doing a great job.
Yeah, David does a fantastic job
getting the golf course ready, and it did transition better last year. It was a little fuller in late April, and in talking to everybody and talking to David and at the time Tom, who was here, and then Julian has taken over. We've talked to her about it, and then Mike Monahan's been involved. We thought giving it a couple extra weeks would kind of help fill it out even more to make that, member guest to the golf course to where it's kind of at its peak level.
Oh, good.
It's kind of the thinking behind it.
We talked about it. A couple 2 weeks made a big difference.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, it really did.
It's
a good, great point. You wouldn't think 2 weeks, but it really did start to pop tremendously during that particular time. And I think that, right now, golf course being healthy, I think we're going to stay healthy, throughout the winter, as long as we don't get some type of, crazy winter here. But David's really doing a good job with the golf course and keeping it healthy. And I think it'll kind of push through into that, April transition into May. So really looking forward to it. I mean, that's one of the marquee events here at the club. We had fantastic participation last year. Really looking to fill it up this year. We're trying to do some things different. We're looking at some different ways of doing the mobile pro shop. Not sure what direction we're going to go in. We've gone, Titleist or FootJoy in Callaway the last couple of years, so I'm not sure. We may go in another direction with another, apparel vendor, and then maybe look at Titleist or keep Callaway in there. But great event, wonderful. Hopefully everybody will participate this year. Really looking forward to filling it out. We've actually increased participation over the last couple of years, and hopefully we get everything filled out. With you playing, first on the list, sign up is going to go up, and you're on there. So.
Absolutely, and I know we got some awesome few MGA events coming up, and this, the night golf is one of my favorites.
Right.
Of the year, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And this year we're actually going to play the back nine.
We are, yeah.
So something a little different. I think it'll be a great little change. So,
looking forward to that.
Yeah,
we talked about that as an MGA, and in the last meeting we had, and we're going to do that. Start on the back nine. We haven't done it before, so it'll be interesting for us to set the course up for sure. Yeah. When I know Mike Monahan loves doing that, and Rob's going to be involved in that too. So that'd be kind of cool. I mean, every one that we've done. I've been here 4 years. I think we've done maybe 8 or 9 over that particular time, and they've all been on the front nine. So interesting to see how that will go. So it'll be pretty good. Participation right now is great. I think we've got 28 players right now for it. So it's great. I think if we can get up to that 44, 48, that'd be fantastic. But
and pray for good weather.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah, that's been a great event, and the participation has gotten a lot better. Like I said, Mike Monahan's been involved in the setup of that golf course, and over the years we've compiled and saved some more of the supplies. So the way the golf course is lit up is really, really cool. I mean, It's gotten so much better. So if you haven't played in it before, please sign up. It's a neat event, and it's a cool way to interact with your MGA.
Yeah, if you haven't played,
guys.
seriously, go sign up.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
For sure.
And I can talk about MGA 3. So the MGA, we've taken a couple months off of events because of the senior member guest last weekend, and now we have the club championship in October, so we don't do any MGA in October. But November 6th is night golf, and then the following night is the draft party, November 7th,
Right.
for the MGA number 3, which will be Saturday, November 9th. Draft weekend, I think those who've played them before, we take the 15 or whatever. If we have 20 or 80 some odd players, it'll be 20 teams.
Correct.
So the top 20 points, highest points in the membership will be the team captains. And we just completed round 3 of individual match play.
We did,
So
yeah.
I'll put those points in, and then that'll determine who our top 20. So if those 20 can play, they'll be draft, or they'll be the leaders. If someone can't play, we'll drop down,
Right.
and we'll do a draft that Thursday night. We are putting in a little wrinkle. We've had great success with our cash games, and so we want to keep doing cash games and do something a little different. So this time, what we're doing on that same Thursday night, we'll do the drafting, and then we'll have a couple MGA board members there to collect money and give receipts. What we're going to do this time, it's not going to be a Calcutta, it's not going to be an auction, but every team's going to sell for $100 or can be bought by their team for $100. So basically $25 per player.
Okay.
And we don't really care if it's 2 players from the team buying in or all 4 or 1, as long as we have $100 per team. Again, we could have a pot of about $2,000, and we'll pay out the top 5 places. So a little different, but
Okay.
I think, again, no auction, just $100 per team. I'll send an email out on this a little later, get everybody ready
Yeah,
for
cool.
draft weekend. It's a good time. A, B, C, D teams. I think it's 1 gross, 2 net.
Yep.
With the par 3 challenge, which is all 4 balls are in play on the par 3. So it's a good event. We always have a good turnout, and
Yeah, it's good. And the draft parties have been going
absolutely.
the last one we had was
Yeah.
very well attended. It was
Yeah.
really wonderful.
Yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
cool. It was a lot of fun. So yeah.
So we're looking forward again to getting back into some MGA events in November.
Got a
We'll
couple
get to
back to back with the draft party, so it'll be good. You guys be ready for action.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's everything we have.
All right. Well, thanks. And thanks, buddy, for
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
being able
absolutely.
to come
Yeah,
in
thank you.
today.
Thanks,
And
Matt.
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Thank you very much. Thank you for you guys supporting the MGA support.
You guys doing a great
and
job.
doing this and
Yeah.
the events. The event's been going great. Participation been wonderful. You guys have been doing a great job of rallying everybody and getting everybody involved. So it's been tremendous. and everything. So thank you.
Great.
Great.